Take the wheel off. All right. Got that off both sides. I've already checked the bearings. Inside the hub seems fine, no play. Just have to take them apart, clean them, and grease them. Next, we'll take the spindle out. With the nut off, we'll make a gentle tap to take it out. Easier than I thought it was going to be. Alright, put a cold chisel in the slot. Just spread it out a little bit. And it should lift right off. Now we got to take this key out and the spindle should drop through. Gravity. I turned my back to get the side cutters, the key came out, and there comes the spindle. Ta-da! Okay, for the top spindle bushing, I just drove it from the bottom. Now I'm taking the bottom one out. Almost. Well, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's right here. It's almost out. This is the part kit that I got from Steiner. And it's part number ABC, looks like 381. And the bottom spindle, or bottom bushing, is solid. And it's a little bit bigger than the top bushing. For the lower bushing, I started it by hand, used a 2x4, and it's got to start it straight. And then I've got this piece of all thread, 5/8 inch, and I just pull it up in place. That way I'm not damaging the new bushing. If you have to drive it, use wood or brass. It's just a piece of all thread. It's bent, but this part of it still works. Just to pull that up. So I don't have to take this off and turn it upside down and put it in a press. Sorry about that. It's hard to video and take this apart. There's so much grease. It's not from lack of maintenance, just from worn out. So this thrust bearing is supposed to be all one piece, and just like the new one. And the part number is ABC 151. So let me finish taking this old one off. I'll put the new one on, put the spindle back in place, and then I'll put the top. I need a helper at this point. So the top bushing just fits right in easily. You don't have to drive it, force it. Then the top seal is ABC 1442. That's this rubber seal right here. And I'm holding it up with my knee. I've got to put the Woodruff key back in the shaft. All right, and then I've got to put this rod back in here. and then put the bolt through it. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it put back together, but just to recap, I did wedge this back in, line up the key. I used floor jack to hold it in place because I didn't have anybody here to help me, and then torque this down 55 foot-pounds. And next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to replace this cover here, and I could give you a part number. So this is a universal grommet, and it's part number ABC 370, and I'm going to put it on that tie rod in. Well, I didn't have the video running, but I can show you. This thing was being stubborn. I put this flat bar digger in there, put some pressure on it, and hit it right there, and it came loose. Good to have one of those. Okay, Theodore, I'm not going to bore you with all the details. Timken has a very good video on cleaning and re-greasing the wheel bearings. So I'm in the process of doing that. These all check out, they're fine. Couple of details. The grease seal for the Steiner part is ABC 1310. That's the grease seal for the hub. And then the socket for the nut is 1 inch and 1/16. And I will spin that and torque it down to 15 foot-pounds and put a new Carter key in it. Carter pin is, you found them in this jar. There's a auxiliary drawer over there too if you need more. All right, here we are with the right side spindle, trying to get the bushings out. I've tried multiple punches and chisels, and so far I haven't made much progress. So now what I'm going to try to do is weld a bead inside the bushing, and then I'll have something to punch against. So now I've got a bead welded around the inside. Let me see if I can drive it out. Oh yeah. Finally. Yay. Okay, so now the spindle's turned upside down. So this is the bottom bushing, and it's going to be a little more difficult to get it welded in here, but let me do that and then see if I can drive this one out. All right, so I've welded a bead all the way around the inside of this bushing, so I have something to punch against. It also heats it up to help expand it. So let me cool it off a little bit and then drive it up. All right. I've hit on it a few times already. Oh, yay! Okay. Oof. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, Theodore, last week the left side came out easily, not so much on the right side. These bushings, these are brand new, and you can see how thin they are. So there's not a lot of material to get in there to punch these out. This is the lower bushing. It's a little bit larger. This is the top bushing. New. This is the old top bushing. It took a lot. And that's the weld bead I put on the inside to drive the punch against. And this is the lower one. Hot, 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 hot. Still warm. But got them out. Now I'm going to drive these in and install this back on the tractor. Again, I'm going to use the all thread. Not on each end. I'm going to pull the new bushing back in place. Oh, I guess I just bottomed out. I just wanted to show you. You see this sitting around in the barn, you'll know what Paul uses it for. Okay, I'm going to turn these washers around. That one was too large. And continue to seat this. Oh, you want to see what I'm talking about? Okay. I'll take this nut off here in the washers. I'm going to bring in this bushing. Needs to be flush in there. So I've got another 1/4 inch or so to pull it in. I'm going to use the smaller washers inside the housing, but yet they're big enough to catch the edges of the bushing. Get this lined up. Okay. Hold the top nut, turn the bottom. Hold the bushing in place. Let me finish this and I'll get back with you. Okay, there's the bottom bushing installed flush to the housing. Thrust bearing goes in there. And this is a bushing installation tool. Don't let Ma kid you. This is not junk. Don't throw it away. Remember, bushing installation tool. Theodore, hope this works out. A little noisy with the rain. A little trick. I'm going to take this hub nut off. And I don't have a wheel on there, gravity to hold it. But you can take a screwdriver or a pry bar and catch 2 of these lug bolts. Wedge it like this and break it loose. It works for if you're taking a fan off to change a water pump, something like that. And when you've got bolts like this, you can put a screwdriver or a pry bar in there just enough to hold it. In case you're wondering why I'm repacking these wheel bearings, this grease has been in here for a few years and is kind of hardened. And there's a lot of grease on this shaft that really doesn't help lubricate the bearing. Some people just pack it full of grease. I guess it keeps it from rusting, but it's pretty much a waste. You want to get the grease on the bearings, and you want a thin coating to keep it from rusting on the shaft and inside the hub. So let me clean it and I'll get back. That's a little overkill on the grease, but I got the shaft completely covered. When you're putting these wheel bearings back together, make sure that you're using a special it's a flat washer, but it's got a locator on it that goes in the slot of the axle, and that keeps it from turning. So cast the nut goes on. Why am I doing this left-handed? Okay, I got to get my torque wrench, and I'm going to torque it down as I'm turning it. You just tighten it up as you're spinning it. Now the Ford spec says, the owner's manual that came with the tractor said turn it till you feel a slight drag. That's right there. If you need a torque, I'd say probably 12 to 15 foot-pounds. Not a lot. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to turn it until we can get the new Carter pin in place. This is the part you've helped Paul with before. If you were here, you could help me today. Back on the ground, spindle's in place, wheel bearings have been cleaned and re-greased, ready to go. Come help, Paul.